I just felt like coming live real quick because I went live on Instagram yesterday, I think it was, and YouTube was acting up. So I didn't get a chance to go live on YouTube. So I wanted to come on here and give y'all some time to shine. And I know it's like a little lag. I know it's late. I don't know who's up. I just wanted to come on here and like say hello to everyone and say Happy New Year officially. I didn't get a chance to do that yet over on YouTube. And y'all are my dopest audience. I just appreciate y'all more than anything. And so, I just wanted to say hello and let y'all know what was going on with me because some of you may or may not know that I moved out of the country. I'm no longer in the United States. And so I am, yeah, I left. And so it is currently what is it? It's currently Saturday. Oh my God, look at it. It's 11:11. The stars. It be the stars. Everything is aligned. It's the alignment. That's my 2024 word, alignment. And so how is it 11:11? And that's when I go live vibes. So anyway, I went live on Instagram and I explained a lot of things. I went over a lot of things, but YouTube, for some reason, like it was acting up when I was going live. So I had to end that live and I just focused on YouTube. So, I mean, focused on IG. So if you want to go over there and you want to watch that, that's cool. But if you have questions over here, I'm definitely willing to answer them here and talk about, what's going on with me, why I decided to move out the country. A lot of questions were asked about my guns and where they are and what's going on with those. So I'm just here to answer questions and like be motivating source. I just want to be a source, a motivating source. So for you guys, I am really, really happy. I am really, really good. I decided last year in the middle of December, I was like, I'm moving out the country. And I just did. I didn't make an announcement. I didn't have a going away party. I didn't tell anyone. I told maybe like 5 or 6 people. And I decided like just I bought the ticket the next day. And I was originally my last day in the United States was originally supposed to be December 12th on Emirates. But when I got on the Emirates flight, all the things ended up working out because I needed to stay for a reason anyway. Um, I needed to stay. There was something I needed to stay for that was super important. So, and I was like, man, I really wish I was staying here. And it ended up working out. I'm on the plane, y'all. I am literally in my seat. I'm getting ready to start a movie, and we're just sitting there. And on the plane, they was like, I need everyone to deboard. They was like, we need everyone to get off the plane. I ended up getting off the plane, and they ended up canceling the flight. So the next flight wasn't until December 18th. So I ended up leaving officially out of the United States on December 18th, and I moved. My first stop was Thailand, so you saw that video, and then I have another video that I'm posting today, Saturday your time. It'll be 11 or noon your time Saturday, because I'm probably still gonna be on live my time noon. So I'm trying to accommodate y'all schedule because over here I got 13 hours ahead. So I'm really trying to use that time wisely and like, oh, I got a head start. Oh, I can really make some shit shake. So this is like a cheat code to me, it feels like. So I want to use this time wisely since I have 13 hours ahead of you guys and like really get some things accomplished. So I was saying over on IG that last year I was like, I don't know. I was just angry about a lot of things that were happening in our country. And I'm not the type of person that talks shit all the time and not really make a move and do something about it, especially if it's in my power to do so. And so last year I was just looking at, I was just looking at everything and I just couldn't believe how much money we were spending, sending overseas to other countries when our infrastructure is horrible, when we haven't updated anything in our country. We haven't done any of the things that we needed to do for our citizens, but we got the nerves to be like, helping other countries as if we got it like that. And so I just became pissed for so many reasons. And so I just ended up leaving. And for all my new viewers who have never met me before, hello, welcome. My name is Tanganika. I'm the CEO of Tactical Tangerine, and I am a certified firearms instructor, certified Glock armor, and I'm a Marine Corps veteran who did 2 tours in Iraq. But none of that stuff defines me. So I don't help with guns anymore. I don't do anything with firearms anymore because I moved to a country that doesn't allow firearms. So I was wondering, should I change my name? I don't know, but I'm still tactical. I'm still a tangerine. It's still cute. It still fits me. So I don't know if I'm going to change my name, but if you think I should, put that in the comments below. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, do not feel like starting another brand. I don't think I have it in me. I don't think I have the energy, the effort, the anything. I don't want to. I don't want to start another brand. But if y'all be like, this is a cute name, try this, or what do you think about this? If you give me some suggestions, then I will consider it. Because I moved out of the country because I wanted to be super feminine. I was really in my masculine a lot in the United States. I was carrying a firearm with me every single day. It was one in my car, one on me. I was always on edge looking for something to happen. Hey, boo, hey, 2A in LA. Hey, boo, hey. I was always like on edge, it felt like. I was literally in my masculine so heavy and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And it reminded me of um the military, and that wasn't like a good time for me. That was like survival mode. That was like um going to war was not fun for me in my 20s, and it was just a real, like, I have PTSD for real. So we're not going to get into that unless you want to, but I really moved out of the country because I wanted something better for myself. I wanted peace, I wanted ease, I wanted um clean air, I wanted clean water, I wanted clean food. I'm vegan, so I wanted like my vegetables not to cost an arm and a leg. I wanted to be able to just be. And I wanted to move to a country where if I didn't choose to work at all anymore ever again, I would be okay. And that's the reason I decided to move where I am currently. This is not the last stop for me. I'm in Southeast Asia right now, and by my birthday, October, I'll be in Africa. So that's gonna be exciting for me. That'll be my first time in the motherland. So I'm that is giving me goosebumps. That is like, oh my goodness. Like, and when you come in, please hit the like button and please hit the share button if this is something that's interesting to you. If you have any questions, please let me know. Put them in the chat. Say hello. Tell me where you're from so I can speak to you. Tell me your name, all that good stuff, and I can greet you properly. But I just wanted to go live. First of all, I smell good as fuck. Like, that's why I really went live. I was like, oh, girl, my under armpits. I feel like my ears smell good. Like, I just feel like my vagina, my everything. Everything smells scrumdiddlyumptious. Do you hear me? I've had the best food. I've had the best everything. And I was like, when I leave the country, I want a driver, I want a chef, I want cleaning services, I want all that stuff. And I've been getting all of that. Like, I didn't even do laundry. My laundry, y'all, I had like at least 4 pounds of laundry. That shit cost me $9 for someone else to do it. I'm talking about they ironed it, they washed, folded, and ironed it, and just handed it back to me. And I was just like, my laundry detergent costs more than $9. My laundry detergent, y'all know, and that's not even the beads, the fabric softener, the dryer sheets. That's not even none of that. That's just the fucking washing powder. So I'm so grateful. Logical, you're gonna be so happy to blend in Africa. Dressed like the locals is heaven. They're gonna be chasing you. I just want to be chased. Do you hear me? I just want to be chased. I do. I just want to be chased. I feel like the art of courting, I promise you, it's just like lost. What the hell is going on? It's just like the world is in shambles. The world is in shambles. But as I've been traveling, y'all, there is a lot that you need to know for real. I go to these restaurants, I go to these places, these events. Everything is empty. Like, it's a real recession happening globally, and I feel like people don't really understand the effects of what's happening. No one's traveling, no one's doing anything, and these restaurants are empty. Like, all of them. These hotels are empty. So if you can travel, this is the time to do it. You're gonna get the best service ever because they like happy to see you. They like, what's a long time no see, hope all is well. It is Virginia Bushcrafter. Thank you so much. It really is. All is well. Um, what else is going on with me? Yeah, so I just literally got up and left. December 18th was my last day. I spent Christmas out of the country. I spent New Year's out of the country. I don't celebrate Christmas anyway, so it wasn't like a big deal for me. I didn't need to like be there, and my family is used to me traveling anyway. My family would be like, where you, what country you in, where you at now? That's how my friends, when they call me on the phone, where you at now? And it's always somewhere else, whether it's in the United States or whether it's in another country. So they're always used to that anyway. And the last thing was like, I really wanted my family to come with me. I really did. I really wanted people to come with me, but they weren't in a position to do so. They, for whatever reason, their job, their businesses, their mortgages, their uh, children, they have things, people have things, and they can't move on your schedule, so you just have to move, like you just have to move, and then they'll catch up when they get a chance to. That's my thing. And so right now I'm just excited about the future. I'm excited about creating space for other people who want to move out of the country or even want to just travel somewhere different. I'm like, I'm here, y'all want to come? And I know people gonna want to come. I know people gonna want to come. So that's what I'm working on now is like, and I want it to be like all inclusive. And I'm not talking about just food and like all that stuff. I'm talking about like you working on your health, wealth, love, and happiness when you come to whatever I'm throwing. I want you to work on your safety. I want you to work on your situational awareness. I want you to work on your, I want you to work on your discernment. I want you to work on your mental. I want you to work on your, yeah, like I want all of that for you. So I want to set it up proper and I want to make sure that I do it correctly. So that's what I'm currently focused on, and really just myself. Like I've been doing a lot of resting because I didn't realize how much I was on the go in the United States. I was just every day, every day, every day, every day. And like when it's time to like chill, you feel guilty sometimes. You feel like you're supposed to be doing something, like when you get a moment to rest, like I need to do this. No, I'm not on vacation. I moved, so I don't have to do anything. I wake up, I go to the pool, I do yoga in the mornings, I meditate, I journal, I write down what I'm thankful for each day. I make sure I'm in alignment because that's my word for 2024. I'm like, what, how did you feel today? Did you feel this way? Because I wrote down a couple of words that I want to feel like in 2024. Did you feel those words today? I did. I did feel that today. I did feel that today. I didn't feel that word today. So work on that tomorrow. Like, let's work on that. So that's kind of like how the process is going so far. And it's still very, very new. I'm only a few weeks out of the United States, but things have just been working out for your girl when I say working out. So I ended up leaving in the middle of December, and a lot of people in my comments, they was like, so what happened to your guns? What's going on with that? And I'm just like, okay, let me explain. Let me get on here and explain because I get that. I understand. There is not one other country like the United States of America. There's not one other country like it. I'm talking about, I don't care where you go, what you do. The United States is the last stronghold when it comes to their citizens having the Second Amendment right. They're the only country that allows their citizens to have firearms. And so there was no way that I was going to be able to travel with any gun anywhere, nowhere. They're not going to allow it. You can't check it and then pull it out and then register it in another country. That's not possible. And so I've always talked to you about gun trust. I've always talked to you about that. I have gun trust link in the below. Once I finish this, I'll put it below of what I use so that you can get it as well. Gun trust allows you to not own your firearms but control them. And so I've always controlled my firearms, and I just relinquish control to someone else that I trust. I know they're in good hands. I know that I don't have to worry about them. I know that when I come back, if I come back, they'll be there. And all of them are in my personal, all of them have been registered in my personal records firearm book that I've sold to you guys. So I know what I have, the serial numbers, the adjustments that I've made, the all of that. Like I just did everything beforehand. So afterwards, there's nothing really to worry about. There was no reason for me to stay. That was not something that like, okay, I need to be here because I want to make sure and I have to hold on to them and I have to be here and I have to be present listen. And I know everyone can't make that decision. I know everybody won't make the decision. Some people are like, no, fuck that. I'm not leaving my. Okay, well, don't leave them. Stay with them. Stay right there with them in that country, okay? Because you're going to need them. You're going to need them in that country. I was talking about it on IG of like the influx of immigrants. And I'm a person like, okay, there's cause and effect for everything. Choices and consequences. That's always what I've told you guys. Choices and consequences. You make the choice to allow all of these unregistered people come into the country. And when I say unregistered, like, you don't know who the fuck is coming. You just opening a border. And it's strategic, right? They want to bring those people in to vote a certain type of way. They like people. That was another thing. I'm like, y'all still voting Republican and Democrat, thinking they're gonna save you, and it's just like, it was frustrating me. And so they're letting all of these people come into the country, and they're not having a clue where they're going, who they're with, who they're linking up with. And I used to watch this television show. It was called The Zelle. And it's older, like it's an older show, but I remember, and I think I was young when I watched it, but I remember like, oh wow, this is real possible. It's like groups and organizations, hostile groups and organizations are plotting and planning and linking up and like ready to destroy from within. Like they are just waiting on the call, on the sale to act a fool. And I really think that's exactly what's happening. I think that's what's transpiring and taking place. And so I just feel like it's not a safe environment for so many reasons. So I was saying that it wasn't easy for me to make the decision to leave the United States, but it wasn't hard either. Like it was just like, okay, y'all don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck either. And every day people are just like, we should give up our guns. We should let them go. We should abolish the Second Amendment. We should, and it's just became draining to fight for people who no longer wanted to fight for themselves. It became toxic. It became like, okay, well, you're not going to be prepared. You're not going to know what to do. You don't even, do you see how you acted over toilet paper? I will never let them forget that. I will never let y'all live that down. The toilet paper situation was embarrassing. It was eye opening. It was telling. There was no food in the grocery store, so people don't know how to fend for themselves when it comes to a lot of things. Those things really were signs for me, and the signs were there. And I'm like, okay, well, if this is how people want to be, if this is how they want to live, who am I to stop that? Who am I to change that? Who am I to advocate for that? Who am I to lose sleep at night? Who am I to be stressed out? Who am I to have anxiety? Who am I when I can do better? Like I can't. I have choices. I'm and I was saying on the plane, I cried. I remember like crying in my seat because I'm like, this is such a blessing. This is such a privilege. This is something that I do not take for granted. I am super grateful for the fact that I can just get up and go when I feel like it. Like this was not a group discussion. This was not somebody I needed to call and ask permission. This was not, there are several people who probably still don't know that I left, right? Because I just left. It was toilet paper before food. Not why not just buy towels and soap? It was the mental capacity of all of them. It was just not thinking ahead. It was just like they were fighting. Like we gotta run that back. We gotta run that back. We gotta show people. And it was not even. It's the billions of dollars that we sent away, and we did not have enough hospital beds. We did not have enough ventilators for patients. We did not have enough doctors. We were getting rid of doctors who refused to take and now we look back on them. Those people should have never been fired. Those people should have never been ostracized. Those people should have never been treated the way they were treated. There has not been an apology. The people who did not take it have not regretted that decision one bit, right? And all the people that condemned them, the family members who treated them, who ostracized them, it was just a time. It was a time when the whole time it should have been a choice. Everything else has been a choice up in our country. Why was that such a? It was an. That time needs to be studied, and it will be when we look back in history and these children that come up and they study it and they put it in the history. I'm like, the story has to be told accurately. It needs to be told, but people need to be in jail for the way that they treated people. People need to be like, if we brought back firing squad like that, I'm not even joking. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Like it was a horrible situation that people put themselves, their families, their citizens in, and all for what? All for what? We still don't even have answers for it. Just like we don't have answers for us going to war in Iraq. Like we don't have answers for none of this shit. Like, and we just take it, and I just feel bad for us sometimes. And so it got to a point where I'm just like, why am I sitting up here being the voice of reason all the time? Like, why am I pouring into others and not getting refilled myself? Why am I doing this? Why am I frustrated when I don't have to be? I don't have children. I don't have children. I'm not married. So there was nobody I needed to consult or ask or like run it by or like I just left. I just I literally just left. And so it has been amazing for my mental health so far. And I wasn't inspired. I wasn't, I couldn't think. I couldn't process thought. I couldn't, every day was like a monotony. Every day was just like going through the motions. And it's like, what the fuck? This ain't living. I've lived before. I know what living feels like, and this ain't it. This is not it. Living is like exploring. Living is adventure. Living is new food. Living is sun. Living is different conversations. I'm learning a new language. I am reading books that I never had time to read before. I am really processing how I want to move and what's the next step for me and how I want to go about my business. I was telling him I put out a magazine last year. It was really fucking dope. I didn't even promote it. I didn't even show people because I'm just like whatever, like literally whatever. And that's not how I want to be. That was not how I wanted to be. I put that picture up. I had met James Worthy. I didn't even know who James Worthy was. I didn't know he was a big deal. I was just around so many dope people. Like, you have no idea the people I have access to. The people who, like, I be in rooms that people will never be invited to. And it's not to brag. It just is. People like me around. People fuck with me. Like, I'm really dope as fuck. I'm popular. I have, uh, great conversation. I'm beautiful. Like that for so many reasons. People want me around, right? And I really can't hold my weight. I went to film school, so I can do press. I can do production, media production, and I did a whole conference. I produced an entire conference, and I didn't even tell y'all about it. I didn't even promote it. I didn't even because I was just exhausted. I was literally going through the motions every day, and that's not okay. For me, that's not okay. I was guessing Pattaya from a prior video. I wasn't Pattaya. I wasn't Pattaya. Pattaya wasn't for me. Like it was a lot of it just wasn't for me. And for some people it definitely will be for. I love to see black men smile. I love to see black men happy. They were happy there. They did not. They ain't fuck with me. They ain't say hello to me. They didn't even speak. They didn't, I was not their cup of tea, but they were there. And I so there's a place for whoever wants to be wherever. But it wasn't for me, so I left quickly. And then I ended up moving. I went to Jomtien Beach, and that was dope. That was nice. But by that time, Thailand had just like I was just like, cool. I'm gonna go back to Thailand and visit, but I probably will go with a group of people, and I'll probably go to another area that might be best for me. So Pattaya was so much. It was so much. It's actually Pattaya. You don't say the I part. It's Pattaya is how they pronounce it. But Pattaya was a lot for me. Jomtien, which is next door, is nice. That's where I was. I went to Jomtien Beach, and it was nicer, but compared to where I'm at now in Indonesia, it's just no comparison. It's no comparison. I would much rather be in Indonesia and like ride it out here. So, but again, each his own. I'm just grateful people know about places to visit and they got opportunities and they can. And I just noticed there's a whole community of black people who just was like, fuck that and left. And I'm connecting with those people. I'm meeting those people. And like next week I'm going to a Afro beats party. Do you hear me? Like I'm hearing the music already and I ain't even there. I'm hearing the music already and I ain't even there. Do you hear me? So that's the type of time I'm on. I want to relax all the time. I don't want to do nothing if I don't want to do nothing. And I want to do something if I want to do something. And I think humans should have that right. I think humans, like, you should not be paying. Like, y'all don't understand the things that I've been able to do in a short amount of time that ain't even costing me a lot of money. Like, I'm talking about, I'm going to 5-star restaurants for $40. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I know maybe the conversion rate for the people here is not the same and maybe they don't have access, but I treat everybody. You should see how people treat me around the world who don't have access to reality television, who don't have a preconceived notion about black women, who don't have a disdain in their mouth when it comes to us, who don't look at our skin and like with disgust, who look at it like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Cause I am like, and I should be treated. And you're beautiful, and you're and like no one's treated. Respect is given and earned. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's just that's the type of time that I'm on right now. I want to be around people who got culture, who value family, humans, who value humans, who I'm in a country where like they don't have crime. Like they don't have crime. I walk the streets at night in alleys and stuff like that. Wait till I'm posting another YouTube video today. Tomorrow y'all time, but today my time. And like y'all should like I'm talking about I'm out here in these streets by myself and at zero worry because don't nobody act a fool nowhere. Don't nobody want no that the government is respected. They have kings and monarchies here. Thailand had the money, their king was on their money. Like there's the father and the son. Like they have old money, which is the father, and then they have new money, which is the son. And it's just like nobody is committing crimes. Like you steal something, your arm is getting chopped off. You commit eye for an eye, murder, murder. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm trying to be. That means nobody do nothing, and I don't need my firearms here. And you know, that worked for me. I will say that that worked for me. And so good to know I've only done Bangkok and Pattaya. I missed that you left for Indonesia. How exciting. Looking forward to your journey. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to sharing with y'all. I got so much footage already. I'm like kind of overwhelmed. So I'm like, just take it day by day. Just chill, Tangy. Don't get overwhelmed. Just upload and get a schedule. So I'm thinking Tuesdays and Thursdays will be when I upload each week. But if y'all have a better suggestion or day, let me know in the comments. Please help me out. Like, let me know. And I'm still including safety in some, like you'll see in my last video, I have like door locks where people can't come in my door at night. The only thing that I'm fucked up about is these lizards, y'all. I read this, so in this book called The Alchemist, right? They was like, lizards are a sign of good luck. So it changed my mindset when it comes to lizards. But when I tell you they are around your girl, like they follow me, like the lizards are present. They are present and accounted for. Like last night, I'm like, will you please just leave? Will you please just go out the door, please? And they loud, like they make noise at night. It's not like they just hear. No, they want to be present, and it sounds like a bird in your room. And that, like, if you ever thought about that, like, don't that fuck you up, like to hear a bird in your room? So that's the only thing that has been a problem. And the new video that I'm gonna upload today, that was the only time I wish I had a firearm. Like I wished I was like, all right, like in my country, you'd already be. The lizards are good as they eat the bugs. That's why I don't kill them. Like that's why I be chill. But I'm like, okay, wait till y'all see the one that was in my last hotel. It was a gecko. Now a lizard and a gecko are two different things. If you don't know, okay, the Geico commercial guy. That's a real thing. Okay, okay, okay. So a lizard and a gecko are two different things. And a gecko was in my room chilling. Like I'm in the shower. He's staring at me like this. I'm like, you fucking like what do you get out of here, like get out of here. What are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? In Indonesia, they got open bathroom concepts, right? So the whole bathroom is open, and because the bathroom is open, they got access to the roof. And if you can get in the roof, you can get in your room. I'm just like, and then I'm in a whole different hotel. I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna have to deal with that no more. I got a different bathroom. Is this, is that? No, there's a gap in my door. So they little asses can still slither in. So last night one was in here and I was like, will you just, sir, please. Like, please, I'm so glad I'm not scared of them because I wouldn't have been able to sleep. Like, my friend was here. She was like calling me because we were in different hotels. She was like, I can't do this. What do I do? I can't kill. She was freaking the fuck out. And so I'm just glad I'm not like that. Like, it wasn't a big deal, but don't worry about the lizards. Look out for snakes. Now, listen, one time for the one time, if I see a snake, we're going to have to change things up. You see what I'm saying? We're going to have to, everyone has to adjust. If I see a snake, I'm not the only one uncomfortable. I won't be the only one uncomfortable. Do you see what I'm saying? So, that's a whole different reptile. Do you understand what I'm saying? That reptile is not welcome. Lizards okay. Lizards okay. But when we talk about other things, yeah, no. What we not gonna do is that. What we not gonna do is that. What we not gonna do is that. So far I haven't had to worry about any of that. I have had the most amazing every hotel that I've gone to, y'all. When I say you the staff, fuck with me. Cause I'm the only black woman. Like I'm the only black woman, and they treat me special. I don't even know how to describe it or explain it to you. Um, I show so much love. I really, really do. But my energy is welcoming, and even before I am able to show love, they are overwhelmingly helpful. Overwhelmingly helpful. When that gecko was in my room, I'm talking about men are in there. Men are in the room with big ass sticks trying to find it. They trying to figure it out for me. Like they are like, what can we do? I haven't picked up a bag since I've been here. I have 3 suitcases. I haven't picked one up. I've had the best drivers. I haven't drove myself. No, I won't drive out the country anyway. I was looking at getting my international license, but I'm just like, that's not what I came out here for. I was very specific when I came out here. I wanted a driver. I've had nothing but drivers. Do you understand what I'm saying? I had a driver. Me and my friend, we went to the beach, and we it was a 2 hour drive, and we split it, and it was $30 a piece. 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm talking about I'm in the back seat, relaxed, feet up. Do you hear me? 2 hours, $30. Like there's just no comparison. And when you see the vibe of the videos that I'm putting up, I'm putting the conversion rate in there so you can see like this ain't even I'm not even spending a lot of bread, and I'm having 5-star service everywhere that I go. And that's what it shouldn't. Miami could never. The things that I've seen, Miami could fucking never. Do you understand what I'm saying? And wait till you see these vlogs. Wait till you see them. I'm right there with you. I'm trying to tell you. Wait till you see these things that I'm about to show y'all. It's like indescribable. It's just like it's exactly what I deserve. This is exactly until and listen. This shit ain't sponsored. Well, I'm gonna be really balling when I get a man to pay for all this shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's when I'm gonna really be in my bag. When I'm saving my money and spending someone else's. That's what. That's when I think I'm gonna make. We made it. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's when that will be. But until then, I'm okay. Like I'm good. Like I don't have to. And I'm not throwing that ass in a circle for it neither. Like I don't have to do none of that shit. that I don't have to do that. I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Do you understand? I live in Florida now. You're so correct. Southeast Asia is absolutely amazing. I have never seen nothing like this in my life. And I have traveled, y'all. Like I've been to countries. I'm talking about I'm not no I ain't left the state of Georgia. I only lived in Atlanta my whole life. Like I'm not that. Like I've been to other countries, and I have never seen nothing like this in all my days. Like everywhere I've been has been gorgeous. Like how is this even possible? Like um and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm excited to I know this ain't the only place. I'm excited to get to Africa. I'm excited. I'll be 40 this year. That's what really like sparked this. It's just like I'm what am I showing? What am I doing? Like what was the reason? I feel like the military was the hardest I should have ever worked in my life. I don't care how y'all feel about it. I don't give a damn who say what about whatever. When you go to war twice, that's it. Everything else should be ease. Everything else. So, and that was early on, like 19. I'm in Fallujah. What am I doing? What am I doing here? For what? How did I get here? How did this happen? I was a cheerleader. So when I say that, this is purposeful. This is like I deserve this for real. Let me let me look for a life of ease, of pleasure, of happiness. Let me figure out what that looks like for me. Um, and so that I'm excited to see other things. I'm excited to learn about different cultures and histories and backgrounds, and I have conversations with the locals daily, and they are putting me on games and stuff. Like that's the type of shit that I wanted. And I said for my 40th year, I wanted to travel. That's what I wanted. And so for my birthday this year, it's gonna be ridiculous. So if you want an invitation, type me in the comments. And it's not gonna be in the United States. I'm letting you know that right now. So save your coins. Save your coins. That's all I'm gonna say. Save your coins because it's not gonna be in the United States. It's gonna be a bash too. When I say a bash, like I have y'all thought I got some y'all. I ain't even going because I don't even have to. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know I am. Y'all know who I am. So there's things that I have to come back to the United States for anyway. I gotta hit RGG up and see what that's looking like because I know that's in June. So I don't know how that's gonna go. We never discuss that. I just show up. So for the regular GunTuber Awards, I never ever ever talk to them. Ever, never, never. I know they do a great job producing the whole thing. I just show up and shine, and I love shit like that. I love things like that, and that's what I'm trying to. That's what I am setting myself up for 2024. I used to travel and do speaking engagements all over the world anyway, like London, like Jamaica, when I was in the cannabis industry. Um, and so doing that now, what does that look like? What are the topics? What do I want to discuss? What do I want to, all that stuff. Like that's, kind of where I'm at now. So that's what's going on with me. Um, Yeah, but overall, I just want to be happy and I just want to be. And I think humans should just be. I don't even know how we got on this planet and we're paying for all this shit that's supposed to be free. I don't know how this happened. This is like criminal. Like the level of corruption globally is insane to me. Like who, how do we allow this? Like pharma, big pharma, lobbyist, government. Like what? I don't know. I don't know how any of this transpired, but it's illegal as fuck. It's criminal as fuck. It's bad as fuck, and it shouldn't be. And it is. And so I had to make a change for me, and that's what happened. So if you didn't know, I moved out of the United States. If you didn't know, no one knew. It was like, and it wasn't a secret. It just was like need to know basis, and some people just didn't need to know until I was able to tell them. And some people be like, no, I don't think you. Oh, I told one person, I remember telling him, a friend of mine, and he was like, you should wait and get your affairs in order and do stuff here and then leave. I'm like, see, that's why the fuck I don't tell people nothing. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you that. I was just informing you what I'm doing, and I think that was the last person that I told. I think that was the last person because what are you saying? Get what in order? Like, do what? Like, they was like, didn't you just start a mag? I did start a magazine. Who gives a fuck? I can do a magazine anywhere. Like, what? Ain't there internet globally? Like, what the hell? Is it just in the United States? There was nothing that was keeping me there. Not one thing. Not one thing. Not possessions. Not a house. Not an arsenal. Not there was nothing that was keeping me there. Not one thing. Not relationship, family, nothing. There was nothing that was just like, oh, I should stay for this. Even though I'm super unhappy in this country, I should stay for this. Not one thing. And I want that for y'all. If that's what you want for yourself. I honestly do. I want whatever you want for you. And so that's the story. Um, so yeah, if y'all have any questions, you're the captain of your ship. Continue to do you. I am the captain of my ship. I am. I am. And I remember there was a chunk of time. I remember that. I think I was in the cannabis industry, y'all. And if you don't know, like I was in the cannabis industry for years, and I used to lobby. I used to go to Congress, and like I'm really in history books when it comes to that. Like you'll see years from now, Tangy gonna be in every photo, every celebrity, everything when it comes to the cannabis industry. My company is called Jane Green, and I did a lot of things in that space. And the reason they listened to me is because I'm a veteran, and I was just telling them how the plant had helped me and how it was amazing and the powers, and I learned about the endocannabinoid system and how it works in your body. That's we don't have to talk about that right now, but like that was why I was so excited about it because I was learning things that I had been lied to about for years, and so it was one chunk of time well, I was just traveling and I was getting paid for it and I was having the time of my life. When I tell you I'm at all the VIP parties, I am with all the celebrities, I am doing all the things, I am having a good, I'm having a good ass time. I'm just like, I am like all expenses paid. Like, please come out. Like, we need you to speak here. We need you to do this. I traveled to Chicago for the first time. I'm talking about I'm speaking in Jamaica. I'm doing press at South by Southwest. I am doing, when I tell you I was doing, and I was like, I was I was free. I was the captain of my ship. I was like steering that shit. I was intentional. I was like, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. This is what I was submitting the documents. I had my media kit. I had my press, my speakers kit. I had my fees. I had my shit together. I had my shit together. And I just got complacent and tired and exhausted and overwhelmed and um questions about how it's been since I've been gone, let me know in the comments below, in the chat below. And what up, Devil?